It's your girl, Mikkel Rose, and welcome to Iconics Radio. Yes, guys, it's going to be an amazing show today. We're always bringing in independent artists that are just great at what they're doing. And they're not just artists, they're entrepreneurs, they're just doing different things. Like, it's more ways to skin the cat, and this one right here is going to take the bag, away, because he gets the bag. Today, guys, we have the one and only Mr. Lafayette Taylor in the building. Make some noise. All the people in the back. Okay, y'all, calm down. Calm down, because the ladies coming from the back, and you know how they be when Mr. Taylor come in the room. Look.
I don't know.
Mr. Taylor, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. How y'all doing?
Awesome. I don't know. I mean, you blinded me with the diamonds, and you just... Listen, y'all, I'm a huge fan. So let's start off because you always bring a laid-back energy. You bring a laid-back energy, but when you get to the music, you're a different type of person. You like a whole... I'm like, who is this guy? Okay, who is Lafayette Taylor?
Lafayette Taylor is a man of God, and I am a CEO.
Yeah.
Artist.
Yes.
Writer. And a caring person.
You and I can also see that you do have a very funny, a jokester type of personality as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty goofy. But I'm chilled though. I really am chilled. But I switch modes all the time. If it's business time. Time to have fun, it's time to have fun. Time to goof around, time to goof around. Time to plan. There's no in between. I know how to cut one off and go to the next.
It's very hard to do in this industry.
A lot.
Come on, Mr. Taylor. I done seen you party before. And you party.
Yeah. When I party. I
love it. This is gonna be so much fun, guys, because I'm about to crack this egg in a minute. Just hold on. So earlier I asked you what's an average day, but we're gonna get to how that average day becomes literally a ritual, a routine for you, right? So, Mr. Taylor, what was it like growing up?
I'm from Fairbanks, Alaska.
Alaska?
Uh-huh.
Shut up.
Born and raised, 15 years of my life.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
Like fresh out, you was in Alaska.
Yes, Alaska.
Okay,
Born
come
and
on.
raised. Fairbanks, Alaska. I moved to California September 7th, 2001, 4 days before September 11th. And I didn't know anybody. It was myself. It was my grandpa, mom, dad, and me. We moved out here. My mom and them wanted a better life for my sister and I, which is on live right now.
Hey, mama. And your sister, too?
Yeah,
hey, y'all. Okay, so family clearly means a lot to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, and I can really see that. You are I'm gonna throw some names at you later, and I want you to tell me what's the first thing, because we're talking about icons, icons in the making, and people that are making a big difference in the music industry, in the world, that's doing things. You've been doing a lot. You do a lot. So where did you go to school?
High school or college?
Both.
Okay. So
entertain us.
I started off at Lathrop High School in Alaska.
What did you play any sports?
Yeah, I played basketball, football, and I did track in my junior year up to my senior year.
Okay.
But through my lifespan, I had to sacrifice sports for another sport or for music.
Oh.
So when I moved to California, I was in my football season in Alaska, and I was varsity football my sophomore year and JV. So I did both. I did 6 quarters every game.
Wow.
So when I got to California, I tried out for the varsity team, Venice High School. Went to Venice High School.
Okay. Is that with the V?
Yes.
What's up, Venice?
Yes, Venice High School in California, Venice Beach, I tried out for the football team there, and I made the varsity team, but basketball tryouts was the next week. I made a team. They said, you have to pick a sport. I said, what?
How did that feel? Were you upset?
I was. I'm a sports fanatic at that time, and I was like, dang, I was in my prime.
Listen, and you know what? You was like, how you gonna take this away from me? I'm the king. No, but then I'm seeing literally your mom, your sister, everybody's coming to the games. Everybody's like, he got a game, yeah, but come on, put on your shoes. Everyone's there on time.
Well, to be honest with you,
please,
my parents were working all the time. So when I moved to California, I was 15.
I believe it.
And when I moved to California, I told my parents, no one's going to stop me from my dreams, not even y'all. And from there on, I was on the go. I was gone, I went to school on a bus. I didn't get home till like 8 p.m. riding the bus all the way from Venice High School down back to South Central L.A.
Wow.
And at nighttime, 15 years old, I didn't know anybody there.
For sure.
But I became really popular really quickly.
Because you was from Alaska.
Yeah,
and then you was a star athlete. What you mean? Okay, so did you ever have the accent? Did you have the Alaskan accent?
There's no accent.
Oh, it's not? Oh, man, come on.
I guess the accent is talking proper or.
Oh, okay. And then LA got it on lock. It's like you can't say like, you perfect. No, you have to say perfect. Right?
Yes, I got a little.
I'm here for it.
I got a little slang now since I've been in Houston.
Yeah, we screw and chop and slow everything down down here. And then if you're talking, you either loud or you country or you both. So so I love it. So star athlete. You get to LA. That's a big, like, huge difference. What was the demographic like in Alaska? Ooh.
A lot of Caucasian, of course, and a lot of Native Americans.
Okay.
There was black people, of course, out there.
For sure.
There's black people here. Yeah, there's black people out there. There's black people everywhere. You know what I mean?
Did you get asked that a lot?
Yes. My first day getting on the bus, like, first of all, my father was like, yo, LA is different. The girls going to approach you. They're not like Alaska and be shy. I was like, nah, I got my hair freshly braided at the time.
Oh, you had long hair?
Mm-hmm. So I got out my father's vehicle and I was looking for the bus because we had to get picked up from another bus to go all the way to Venice Beach. Because everyone from Venice side had to come to school over there. It's like vice versa because of gangs and stuff like that.
For sure.
So I got out the car. I was walking. These girls came flocking to me. Ooh, who are you? Who are you? I was like, how you doing?
Come on.
I just need to find the bus. This bus. Oh, this is my bus. You sit by me. I was like, okay, cool. So I sat on there. And I let them know where I was from. And I got all the questions. Oh, man, are there igloos in Alaska and all this other stuff? It's kind of all the crazy stuff. And then what killed the conversation was one female was like, aren't there camels in Alaska?
What?
That's exactly how it went. It went quiet, just like that. Like
camels. Oh man, what school? Did she go to school? Was she in your class?
Yeah, she wasn't in my class.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, man, make sure you ain't cheat off of her paper, cause baby.
Yeah, that was funny.
I love it. So your life was always interesting.
Yes.
You always got asked a lot of questions. You were always in the spotlight, Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
So it said everything. It makes sense because certain artists. Let me be real specific because I have to be raw. People don't like it when I'm raw, but whatever. I get in trouble with my husband. I'm like, look, this is what I got to say. So some artists they're easy to figure out. You can tell like, oh, okay. Yeah, he get his style from that. Oh, okay, she sounds like she's trying to imitate that. You're different because you're always doing something different. You got your hands in a lot of different genres. So that it's saying a lot about you, and now learning your background, it's making sense. Because if you ain't seen any or heard any of his music, y'all, just wait. Hold on. Because one of your songs, I'm going to have to address the title, but I'm going to get there. Okay. So now let's get a little bit more to college. So you get through high school. High school is fun. Boom. You get to college. Now you're in the real world. You already told your mom and them, look, y'all not stopping me. Did you already know you were going to do music?
Yeah, I've been doing music all my life, and I'm a drummer.
Oh, okay.
I was a drummer. My grandpa was a drummer. My uncle was a drummer, played for James Brown. And
stop. Boom. You can't pass that up, bro. Come on now. What? Your who did what?
My uncle was one of the drummers for James Brown on tour with him.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so how does that feel to be like like carrying the torch?
Feel good, but it was crazy because like I said, I was a drummer, and and my dad was a drummer, grandpa was a drummer, uncle was a drummer, and when I went to a music camp, a summer camp, one year in Alaska,
yeah,
I was auditioning and I did well, and then when it came to the set music, or it was a set music, and I was playing something, but something happened. I can't remember what it was, but the teacher's like, "You can't read." And I told my uncle and my dad, like, "Yeah, you can't read music." They're like, "What? Let me go up there, drum them off." I'm like, "No, you good, you good, you good." But since that day, I mean, I became one of the coldest readers with sightseeing.
Did you ever play in church?
I did not. I played a couple of times, but I didn't play in church.
Okay. So, how do you describe your sound?
R&B, I love harmonies.
Okay.
So anything dealing with me is about harmony, about bringing things together. Because I love groups.
I love it.
I never wanted to be a solo artist. I always wanted to be in a group. I had a group in California when I first moved out there too. That's part of the story in high school.
Yeah.
My older cousin and I started touring before to make it a band started doing their thing. We were doing our thing, going to different states, looking for singers to be in a group with me. And that's how I ended up out here.
Hold on, stop. Okay, so I want you to give me that last little bit back, because you opening up a can of whoop ass right now. I just want you to know. I'm about to tell you something. Go ahead. Say that last little part. I'm serious. Watch this. Go ahead. The last part you said.
So talking about before making a band. Before making a band started. My cousin and I were traveling the States looking for singers to put in a singing group with myself.
With you? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Mr. Taylor, a while back you did a video and you were doing like a rendition of a Bobby Brown. Listen, I said, that's exactly who he reminds me of. You remind me of like a Bobby Brown, and the fact that this is hilarious, but it's making sense. It's like you're like, you go against the grain just like Bobby Brown, and in all the right ways. I'm here for it. Come on. You was like, "Mama, y'all ain't stop me from doing what I want to do. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do." Come on.
It's funny too, because you just took me back too, because in high school when I was starting the group, we had two people into the group. Then when I moved to, I was the oldest in the group, by the way.
Yep.
And when I moved to I had to move to Pasadena to go to Pasadena High School.
Yeah.
And I met some other singers. I added one of them to the group, and then the other person, the other side of Inglewood, they added their cousin to the group. And then when I was out of town or sick or something, they added another person to the group. We had 6 people in the group. And but then they were trying to get rid of me. Like, I would have started a group.
Listen, Bobby. Bobby, can't nobody take your place. Do you hear me? Bobby, can't nobody take your place. Can't nobody do what you do, Bobby. It's so hilarious because it's all making sense. We're on Iconics Radio, guys. Listen, and it's literally getting hot up in here, but we gon' listen. Who influenced your music?
First, it was Michael Jackson.
And
then Boyz II Men.
Come on, tell the truth. Bobby.
Keith Sweat.
Oh, come on.
Bobby Brown.
Yep. I knew it.
Writing style, Tank, Eric Bellinger. What was the Underdogs, really? It was really the Underdogs.
Yeah.
Tank was a part of that crew.
Tank is fire.
Mm-hmm. EB, recently Vito. So I have a lot of different writers out there that's really dope.
Do you write your own music too?
Yes.
Okay.
I write my own music, and then of course I have writers that we might collab. Just if we're in the studio, just
Facts.
Go ahead and collab. But I don't care about points. Like, at the end of the day, I care about them, but I don't.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm about unity, about harmony.
I love that.
That's why I made One Sound Vibe as well.
One Sound Vibe. Let's get into it. One thing that I love that you just did, you gave like respect to the people, to your team, because nobody can do it by themselves. I don't care who you are. You can't do it by yourself. Even Chance the Rapper had to go grab some people. Okay, he got a PR too. So, let's talk about One Sound Vibe. You're a business owner. You're a CEO. You're a boss man. Like, you like P. Diddy on them boys. Like legit, because you don't stop. You dance in the videos. Let me tell y'all about the dance moves. So this is when I learned, watching you, that you're an entertainer. You're not just a rapper that, like, you know, got your draws showing. No disrespect, but you got a style that comes with you, and it talks, and it really shows your CEO, your bossness. So let's talk about One Sound Vibe. Why, Mr. Taylor? See what I'm saying? So let's talk about One Sound Vibe. Why?
One Sound Vibe was created actually when I had my other studio with my old business partner.
Okay.
At Davis Taylor Arts Development Center. Shout out. And during that time, I did a song called Why.
I heard that tonight.
And it was 2018. My father just passed, and I wanted to put out a song, you know, to honor on his birthday on August 30th. So Why, I wanted a Caribbean track, you know, and my producer, Major League Beats, shout out to Major League, my bro, he didn't want to make one. He's like, I never made a Caribbean music. Like, bro, I want a Caribbean song. I want to be like Jason Derulo in this thing, you know what I mean? Somebody, you know what I mean?
Literally.
So I was like, so give me, you know, he's like, no. I asked him 3 times. The third time, like, all right, bro, all right. He pulled it out, and he started the melody, and I just started humming, why, you know what I mean? So I got hyping, and I just went in, and I kept saying One Sound Vibe through the whole song. I was like, I like that. One Sound Vibe. So One Sound Vibe became my writer's tag. So anything I write, and it says, if I put it out there, it says One Sound Vibe, you know, I had the pen to it. And then One Sound Vibe, I was like, you know what? You know, I'm just least about to end. I want to kill this partnership at this moment, because things weren't working out at the time. So I wanted to go ahead and move forward.
How old were you then?
I was, that was 2018. So no, I was 19.
Okay, because that's he was like, wait a minute, hold on, give me a minute. I don't want to tell the ladies, but no, because that was a boss move, you know. And a lot of times when you make decisions like that, they don't always go in the way, you know. You can't talk that out a lot of times.
Yeah, I was 32.
Okay,
32.
That makes sense.
Yeah, 32, and at the time, like I said, it was.
But still, though,
it was like I said, and we were dating, so at the time, so it was back and forth, and I wanted to work on the relationship than the business. Forget the business.
Facts.
Just work on a relationship.
Facts.
But that took a flip as far as getting my own spot. So I found One Sound Vibe. I found another studio off Craigslist. Come on. You know, and I was like, when I went to go see it, I was like, this is dope. It was like empty shell. I was like, oh man, this is it. And it's in the Heights. This is it. And then so I got my boy Cap. Shout out to Cap. Happy birthday, Cap. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Cap. Libra. It's Libra season. Libra, what's up? I've been waiting to say this all year. Yeah. What's up, Libras?
Get it.
Okay.
Libra gang.
I'm good now. Go ahead.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
So I invited him to come check it out. He's like, what's this? I was like, new studio. You like it? He's like, yeah. I said, you want a spot here? He's like, hell yeah. I was, you know, because at the time he was the supervisor at the other studio. And he used to own his own studio. So I was like, man, you know, share the wealth. Let's bring it over here. You know what I mean?
Teamed up.
Same thing. So
I like that.
Built the One Sound Vibe up. I was like, yeah, One Sound Vibe Studios. That sounds good. Then One Sound Vibe Entertainment. Okay, that sounds good too.
I love it.
So from there, you know, One Sound Vibe, you know, like at the end of the day, like I said, one band, one sound.
I love it.
Same thing. You know,
I
don't, you know, like at the end of the day, One Sound Vibe is built off affiliates. You know, like
unity. You bringing everybody together.
Yes. And,
that's amazing. I love that.
And I've been in business now for almost 2 years, about to be 2 years.
Yeah.
And we were top 10 in Houston. We won an award last year.
Come on, what award did you win?
Yeah, shout out to Broadcast Houston, you know what I mean?
Come on, Broadcast. Yes.
Wow. Best supporting studio. So, you know, a lot of songs been made. H-Town, they record their whole album there.
Yeah. I done brought the band to One Sound.
Oh, yeah,
Y'all don't know. I done had a couple of rehearsals with the band, and we done had recording sessions in there. I want to say, what was it? I think we started 3-2-1 in there. Yeah, we started my new single 3-2-1 that's out. Plug real quick. Go check that out. 3-2-1. Yeah, we actually started recording that song there. And then I was able to bring the band and rehearse. So it's not just like a closet. No, guys, it's a studio, and he got green screen. I'm like, I could just do it. So your vision for that, your vision for that, why so much? Why not just a studio? Why have everything?
Because I'm not just a studio. I'm a business.
Oh, Mr. Taylor. Talk about it. Come on.
So, I'm being an entertainer as well. Like I said,
sure.
I do film as well. I write film. So I
Nice.
wanted, and I'm a dancer at heart too, as
You
well.
are.
I'm more of a dancer than the singer, the crooner, or any of that stuff.
Listen, let me tell you something about this video that I seen. Oh my gosh, it's you and the two dudes started doing some stuff, and then you start doing your stuff, and then the party people in the back, and I'm like, did they just break out some dance moves in like a rap video? I'm like, they got like choreography, like wow. So you're so different, and everything that you do is crisp, it's clean. Why? Like, why not do the hood ratchet sometimes?
The hood ratchet.
I mean, you talking, but you're doing it in a suit. Because I see the creativity style, the diversity that you're bringing to the industry. Why not get a little ratchet? I mean, you talking it. Why not look like it?
Nah, my ratchet side is actually my alter ego.
I like how he said my ratchet side. Come on.
I love my
it.
thug side, or whatever you want to call
come
it. That's my alter ego, but that's an actual cartoon character.
Is that where FTSU came from? Hashtag FTSU, because that's the title I want to talk about. When I see hashtag FT, I'm like, is he talking about my school? FTSU, and we know what that means. Is bleep that bleep up. Can I say that? Fuck that shit up. Okay, they'll beep it, bleep it. Hashtag fuck that shit up. FTSU. So in this whole video, like, let's talk about why that.
The video.
It's lit.
The promo video.
It's lit.
That's just a promo video.
Oh
too.
man, it's lit.
That's
the promo?
That's the promo video.
Man, when it's time for the video, call me, please.
The video, the music video, like I said, that's gonna be something. Because it was during the time, last year, we filmed it last year during COVID. So it was like when COVID would just hit, so I was like, no, we can't do the rest of the video. So I'll just do a promo video real quick. But I'm a partier. When I party, I dance. I'm from California. I love California music. When you're in California, they dance. Huh. They don't just pull up their pants and do the rock away. They don't just pull up, they don't just sit back and watch a girl dance on them.
They got choreography, baby.
We get down in California, you know what I mean? In Alaska, we definitely get down.
Really?
You know what I mean? So, so I don't like standing around. I'm not a stand around type person. That's why I do respect the entertainers out there, like the Omarions or the Chris Browns or the Ushers and the Sierras, all of them, even if they're not a croner, that they entertain. It takes a lot to do that.
It does.
A lot to dance and sing and prance around the stage, acrobats, instead of just standing there and singing your heart out.
And you got good knees, man. Let me talk about, you got the Megan Thee Stallion knees, the real knees. Okay, like when she first came out, knees. Listen, so your dancing moves, how do you stay so fit? Like, cause I mean, I've seen your Instagram a little bit, but how do you keep your knees strong, man? Your knees are strong.
My knees ain't that strong. You know what? To be honest with you, to be blunt with you, I do have, nobody really knows this unless you personally know me. I have back issues. I have 3 herniated discs. I have flat feet. So I go through pain. My knees lock up sometimes, come with football.
Wow.
People don't know that, though.
Man, you sound like a left-handed Libra. Yeah. Nobody ever knows.
I mean? Nobody knows.
Listen, but you get the job done. That's what it's about.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Failure is not an option.
I asked you something earlier, and it says a lot about you now, and it kind of like sums it up for me. A day in the life of Mr. Taylor, Mr. Lafayette Taylor. It starts off like what?
Well, I wake up.
Top 3.
I get out the bed.
Yep.
Make the bed up.
Mama, hear that? You did good. You did good, Queen. She make that bed up.
Ooh, yes, she did. Yes, my mother did. Shout out Miss Jennifer Taylor Hall. Thank you.
He's still making up that bed, Queen.
Yes,
come on.
I make the bed up. Mm-hmm. Then I'll go ahead and turn the shower on, but I'll go and sit on the toilet. Even if I don't even use it, I check my email. I don't check Facebook or Instagram first. I check my email first.
Wow.
See if anything. Then I think about my day, what I have to do. Then I go take a shower and get ready for work.
Boom. So, so before you even do anything, you checking emails.
Yes.
Boss. Period. Before you make a move, but before you do anything, you check them emails. So, then you go into creative mode. You go into the studio. What is it like when you're in the studio?
Oh man, magic.
Okay.
It's real chilled, you know what I mean? Usually when I'm at the studio though, me being the owner, I go in there, I go in boss mode. I go in boss mode first. When I walk in the studio, I check the studio, make sure it's smelling good, make sure it's clean, make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing at the studio. And not just running like some hood spot or something like that. I really take pride in how the studio looks and smells.
Wow.
Everything that I do, people can say anything about your studio or about your business.
Right.
I give them little to none to say about the studio.
That's why you top 10 in Houston, one of the biggest cities in the world. Hello.
So
top 10. That's huge.
So from there, if I'm cleaning up, if I have to clean up, sweeping up, the producers like Major League Beats or Albie, or somebody, or Cap, somebody's in the studio making beats or something like that, and I'm sweeping up, or my boy Joe in there in the studio, and they may come and get me, or I may hear something like, "Oh, I love that." Hey, that's it. You know what I mean?
Boss man want it. Gotta give it to him.
Hey, that's it.
I love it. I'm here for it.
And it's just a melody usually, because like I said, like I treat life. Give me a blank canvas and watch me paint it.
I love that. I like that. I've been really watching a lot of different entrepreneurs, watching their documentary, how they talk, things that they talk about, things that they care about. Like, for example, Jay-Z, Kevin Hart, P. Diddy. A lot of these people, they have routines. They have people that work for them, but they started somewhere, but they already had the mentality. They just didn't have the stuff, right? So what I'm getting from you is I get that from you. Like, you go into dancing Diddy, right? And then you go Suge Knight real quick. Like, make sure this studio clean. So it goes then into your creative process as an artist. Your new single. What's the new one?
I'm That.
Huh?
I'm That.
I'm That. Yes, I'm That. And I'm That. It's it. Yeah. Yeah, he's that guy. So I like that. Now let me tell you something about what I observed in that video. Mm-hmm. You had on a suit. Was it suede?
Yes.
Was that
suede jacket?
Now, come on. Talk about the suede. Who styled you?
Myself, and then also Asani.
Asani. Mm-hmm. So, a suit in the video talking about I'm that nigga. I mean, help me. Because you had a lot going on in that video. And I did catch the New Jack City scene that you had with come on, talk about it. You're creative, man. You're creative.
I love telling a story. Life's, the best song tells a story. And like I said before, like, I'm just telling the story of my life. Mm-hmm. Like, when I don't write lyrics down, actually. I actually just go in the booth and spit gibberish on the track, and whatever comes out, and usually it tells a story of what's going on in my life at that moment in time.
Wow.
And, last year was one of the best years of my life. To be one
during
of the
pandemic?
During one of the worst years of people's lives, yes.
Wow. How did it change you?
I was able to just focus on music myself. I lost 30-some pounds. You know what I mean? I wanted to
Congratulations.
Fat, you know what I mean? I went up in there and did my thing.
Come on.
And then from there, I was able to work on music the whole time. So I was going through, one day I'm Lafayette Taylor, next day I'm Lafayette Anthony Taylor, next day I'm Blim, next, it was just going through the emotions, just putting everything on the DAW, on Pro Tools.
Huh.
It was very, and then the business was doing well as well, and everybody around me was doing well. working together and meeting each other. We having these powwows out in front of the studio.
Wow.
It's a blessing. It is. I sit back, having the mixers or the artist single play events that I have for the studio. It just feels good to see everybody working with each other and the relationships that were formed from one sound vibe.
I love
it's
that.
Just stemmed. It was. I just I sit back and cry sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Because it's a blessing to have not known anybody in Houston either. When I first moved out here, and then just became my personality just carried me over, and I was able to meet a lot of great individuals and learn from them, especially my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. He's a businessman, well off, does his thing in film and everything else. Is learning from him and traveling and being a driver and everything else is. I've been it's just hard work. I've been working since I was 9 years old.
Wow, all the way from Alaska, y'all. Look. He here, Mr. Taylor, Mr. T. I'm here for it. So what do you see yourself in 5 years?
Married.
Come on, put a ring on it. Hey.
I'm going to have at least 5 houses in different states. Then, of course, One Sound Vibe is going to be franchised. And I'm going to be, of course, I'll have more more income, income and businesses. And And as far as music goes, music and film, I'm going to be on the billboards. That's for sure.
Let's go, Mr. Taylor. You got a whole blueprint already laid out. You already know how this about to go. It's not even a question. It's just in the motions right now.
Yes, it's definitely in the motions. My biggest thing is I work so hard because I have to take care of my moms. I got to take care of my people.
I love it.
I got to make sure they're okay. That's what we're taught to take care of our parents. They teach us, how to make up the bed or do, how to eat or how to be polite to people, how to treat people, go to school. At the end of the day, they want a better life than what they had. And I got to repay that.
You sticking to it, man. Thank you. Thank you for making sense as a young entrepreneur, as a man, as a black man, as a creator, as someone that's just you never took no for an answer. It was never an option. And thank you for that, because you are ahead of the game and you're showing a lot of people the way when you coming from literally nowhere without knowing nobody. You making it happen. Top 10. Let's go. What do you consider good music?
That tells a story.
Okay.
Anything that tells a story, good music, and they're not just talking it; they actually feel it. You feel their pain.
Okay.
Even from some of the rappers that express themselves, and some of them with a singing voice that kind of expresses how they were hurt or whatever the situation they're going through at the time in the hood or whatever.
Yeah.
Or from an R&B singer, what we was heartbroken, or just telling a story. That makes good music. Tell a story.
Yeah. Michael Jackson did that.
Oh, yes, he told
Chris Brown did that.
Yes.
Amorion cries. I cry every time I see that video of him dancing in the rain. I'm like, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Get out the rain. Now, you've named a lot of people throughout this from so many different genres. And clearly, obviously, this is where you get it from. You're not just a dancing rapper. You're an entertainer. Let's be clear.
Entertainer.
You're an entertainer. So you can rap. You can talk the dirty dog, right? Then you can sing. You can sing. You harmonize. Then you dance. You do the bust out moves. You write. You're a boss. You have your own business. Do you model?
Yes, I do.
Come on.
And so does my sister too.
Your sister.
Oh, yeah, my sister is really in the game.
Really?
My little sister, yes.
Oh,
Cardi,
wow.
sis.
How old is she?
She's 6 years younger than me. She's 29.
Tag her. What's her name?
Selena.
So
beautiful. What's up, beautiful? Hey, sis. Hey, mama.
Oh, see, hey y'all! Look, they like she country. I am. Okay, so I said earlier I was going to shoot some names out to you, and then we're about to wrap this thing up. But are you ready? Okay. Biggie Smalls.
That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yep.
It's just iconic. I mean.
Okay. Denzel Washington.
Oh man, paved the way. Paved the way.
Very smart guy.
Very smart guy.
Spike Lee.
Hard worker.
Okay.
Legendary.
Jason Derulo, because you said that earlier. What you know about Jason?
Goofy as hell.
Goofy. He is very goofy.
He's super goofy.
Okay.
And talented.
Very much so. I'm gonna give you this one, and I just need to know. P. Diddy.
That's one of my idols.
I knew it. Okay.
I actually think I'm running my business like he is.
Deep. Okay.
You'll see once I close on this next building.
Oh, stamp that. Y'all, we about to get ready to get up out of here. Listen, Mr. Lafayette Taylor, go ahead and let the people know where can they find your music, where can they find One Sound. Just give us the plug.
All right. Everyone could just follow me. Matter of fact, just Google Lafayette Taylor. I'm sorry to say it, but there's ain't nothing.
Google me, bitch.
Lafayette Taylor, and everything will pop up on One Sound Vibe. I'm big on marketing, so I just make sure everything is aligned. So just go Google Lafayette Taylor, and One Sound Vibe will pop up. My website will pop up for Lafayette Taylor. One Sound Vibe will pop up. Any other ventures that I actually are into will pop up. So yeah, just look me up. LAFAYETTE Taylor, TAYLOR.
Taylor made, y'all. Listen. Now, before we go, one last thing. To the young entrepreneur that's looking to the young generation that's looking at you right now. They see you living a life. They need some advice. What would you tell them?
I believe in 4 things.
Okay, let's go.
Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Take this. Research, listen, learn, and apply. Do those 4 things, you do anything in this world. Period. Research, listen, learn, and apply.
Stamp that. Guys, we have been talking to the one and only Lafayette Taylor, guys. Mr. CEO himself. Top 10 in Houston, Texas. Just want you to know, stamp that. Iconics Radio, it's your girl, Makara Rose. We are out. Thank you for coming.
No, thank you for inviting me. And shout out to my queen, Mioka McBride. You feel me? Hills out.
Hills out. Yeah. I'm going to be there Friday. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Peace.